I got that kind of.
It is no secret that Goku isn't really the sharpest tool in the shed, and he isn't the most responsible husband or father either, and these traits of Goku's character dated back since the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, as Goku was always portrayed as someone who acts upon his selfish desire to become the best at what he loves to do. His motives for fighting were never purely driven by revenge or hatred, it's only to challenge himself to become the very best. And these traits were never been truly altered throughout the course of Dragon Ball, as Goku still strives to enhance and better himself in fighting. However, despite that, can we also say that about Goku's intelligence? Thus, Goku has been the source of frustration for many fans in Dragon Ball Super, as many proclaim and notice that Goku does indeed get much powerful in the new series, but his character degrades in the mental department, or so it seems. In this video, we will truly determine whether Goku is really portrayed as a deranged moron or are we simply overreacting. But before we start, I must counter one of the biggest fallacies in the community regarding Goku's intelligence in Dragon Ball Super. And that is the Japanese dub fans claiming that the English dub Goku was portrayed as a more intelligent character in Dragon Ball Z, which is basically what they use as an excuse for anyone who complains about Goku's character in Dragon Ball Super, shifting the blame and your attention away from what's truly going on. And of course, many dub fans immediately concede to this argument as they truly never bothered to watch the original version or bothered to read the manga. Plus, they think Goku having an English voice actor with a more serious tone is what makes him smarter. Well, unfortunately, when it comes to Dragon Ball Z, I would refute this argument. English Goku is actually not smarter than the Japanese Goku, and this is not even me saying which dub is better. You are free to enjoy whichever version you like. But what I'm about to bring up is facts that both sides seem to forget. In fact, if you just watch early Dragon Ball Z, you would immediately realize that Goku is portrayed slightly different in the dub. When Raditz kidnaps Gohan, the smart and brilliant Bulma suggests that Goku should use the Dragon Radar in order to locate his son Gohan, since he was wearing the 4-star Dragon Ball on top of his hat.
To find him. I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet.
Wait, I know. Gohan had a Dragon Ball on his hat, didn't he? So we can use the Dragon Radar.
That's a pretty clever idea, right? And that's definitely what happened. Well, if you're a dub fan, then yes, you would believe so. But what if I told you that in the Japanese, Goku was the one who actually asked for the Dragon Radar, rather than Bulma making the suggestion for Goku, which already shows you which version was trying to hinder Goku's intellect. And if you also fast forward to the much later parts of Z, mainly the Buu Saga, Goku, upon meeting the Elder Kai and having a read on what character he could be, Goku offers the Elder Kai a kiss from Bulma. Or again, that's what you would think if you watch the English. In the Japanese, Goku actually offers the Elder Kai to touch Bulma's boobs and butt. Yeah, a kiss doesn't sound too messed up from Goku all of a sudden. Of course, the dub toned down Goku's perverted persuasion in striking such a disturbing deal with a god. And again, this is not an attack on the English dub. I actually love the Funimation dub and what they did for Dragon Ball. However, I'm also someone who watched both dubs in order to understand and comprehend the series better. And I don't have much nostalgic value for the English or Japanese, as I never grew on them like most people did. But I can understand why people say Goku sounds smarter in the English dub, as he is voiced by a more serious voice actor and he is accompanied by dramatic, intense soundtracks that really reflects a very masculine attitude. However, that attitude is obviously uncommon to be displayed in Dragon Ball Super, as most of the serious moments of Goku are quite rare to find. And we have an excess amount of silly moments of Goku that really goes against the image we kinda built up for Goku all of those years. Now, I know what most of you will say, that Goku was always retarded in Dragon Ball, and he was always a child at heart, and still is, and I agree with you, but being free-spirited and pure-hearted does not equate for being brain-dead. Goku is definitely not retarded, he is actually pretty smart. But the thing is, Goku is not stupid, he is just uneducated, as having lived his whole life in the woods and being neglected from having any form of social interaction with anyone, Goku does not know how to interact with people properly, as he never learned how to. However, after the few years of joining society and making friends, he became a lot more accustomed and adjusted socially. I mean, you don't see adult Goku grabbing people's balls to verify their gender. So there is obviously a sense of improvement of his character. I mean, this is the whole premise of the character of Goku, which is improvement. And while Goku did many questionable things that may be considered to be stupid, such as the irresponsible decision of throwing his son in a battle with a crazy all-powerful Bugman who could potentially one-shot the entire solar system. Not to mention, on top of that, he cave Cell a senzu bean so he can be in his full power when beating the shit out of his son. Goku also claims that he could have beat Majin Buu but wanted the kids to have their chance. Yeah, not your best plan, Goku. But here's the thing, many people see this as Goku being mentally challenged, but that's not the case. In these situations, Goku is actually looking at the bigger picture, and his actions does ultimately pay off, with Gohan being pushed to Super Saiyan 2 and Goku gaining Majin Buu as an ally, which ultimately saves him from certain death, as he was never truly evil. So I will say this once more, Goku's not mentally handicapped like many seem to think, he's just motivated by selfish instincts to improve as a person. Does that make him a shitty person? Maybe. Does it make him dumb? No. If anything, Goku's a very skilled person who has the capacity to observe and learn things insanely fast. I mean, he was able to learn the Kamehameha, one of the most strongest moves in martial arts known to man, which took Master Roshi 50 years to develop. Goku learned it in a second. Mind you, Master Roshi is considered to be a prodigy fighter on Earth, and he was considered to be the strongest fighter on Earth at one point, and Goku masters and surpasses him in skill in no time. So I'll emphasize that one more. Goku's not dumb, he's simply uneducated. So the question remains, has Goku been dumbed in Dragon Ball Super? The answer is yes and no. I know this is confusing, but let me explain what happened to the character of Goku, because there is no question that Goku was never meant to be an intellectual / thinker kind of character, but he was also never intended to be a complete moron. Goku's naive, yes, but a retired person who can't even tell he's fighting Beerus in a Manaka costume? I mean, I understand that this was probably filler comedy, but Goku still exhibits this type of mental awareness almost constantly throughout Super, as if the writers are stereotyping Goku's stupid moments in Dragon Ball and making it his default mode for Goku in Super. And that is probably because they think it's funny and fans will like it, which I don't have a big problem with. And although it can be frustrating, but it's obvious that Super is aware of this, as Super parodies Dragon Ball Z in so many ways, like how they did when Goku tells Het, oh, you also get stronger by screaming a lot. But again, everything Goku does and say is kind of Goku in a way. Still extreme of him, but it is Goku nonetheless. However, the one thing that makes it uneasy to tolerate and frustrating is one little thing that many fans and YouTubers never seem to realize yet. And that is, Goku isn't intimidating anymore. Yeah, I hate to be the one who sparks this dialogue, but Goku in Super is just not as badass as he used to be, and that takes away of his presence as a character. If you remember, in Dragon Ball Z, Goku's not around for the most part. I mean, he dies at the very beginning of the show, and he's completely removed from interfering with the plot, and does not show up until Nappa kills almost all the Z fighters, but only to get crippled by the end of it so he could arrive on Namek and fight Raccoon, and gets crippled once again to fight Frieza, and same thing goes with Android 19, till he finally sacrificed himself for what seemed for good by the end of the Cell games. Yeah, damn Toriyama, it kinda feels like he's afraid of making Goku take so much screen time, and rightfully so, because Goku's absence granted other characters to shine, as whenever Goku arrives, he always comes with absolute fire, and has insanely badass Stereodynes that made fans wet their pants. But not only that, Goku always served as a shock value character, ascending to greater heights, making characters respect him, doing the hard decisions that no one could ever do. Goku's character in Dragon Ball Z worked very well because it gave us, the fans, a chance to miss him. When we see Goku on screen, we are like, finally, he's here. After all, Goku is the character who's always late, but fashionably late. So while I do think Dragon Ball Super has a more exaggerated, stereotypical Goku, I still believe the most detrimental reason for Goku regressing as a character is that he lost one of his best traits as a character, and that's being intimidating. Where now in Dragon Ball Super, he's being overshadowed by Beerus and the other gods, which makes him less impressive as his role is less impactful. Don't get me wrong, it is impressive alone that he is able to keep with such beings like Beerus, but his attitude is not there anymore, and that's the biggest reason for why people get annoyed from Goku. But this is merely my opinion on the matter and on the character of Goku and how he is being portrayed in Dragon Ball Super. So please let me know in the comment section below if you have any opposing arguments, or if you agree, do you disagree, just tell me your thoughts. And if you enjoyed these kind of videos where I talk about issues in Dragon Ball Super, or basically talk about my opinion and how things are in the series, then make sure you watch my other videos where I talk about some controversial topics, such as discussing whether Trunks' new transformation is valid or not, or is Kaioken a really good move or a bad move, or one of my most popular videos, the Goten video. And also, before I end this video, I just want to give you guys an update regarding the channel, because I know many of you guys seem to realize that I haven't been uploading content for a little while, maybe over 3 weeks right now. And I really apologize, I am sorry guys, but I am actually going back and I'm actually going to upload more videos, so stay tuned. But please understand that I have been going through a lot of personal issues that made me unable to upload like I used to. However, fear not, because I am back and I appreciate everyone who supported me and stayed. You guys are the best, and I know this is the part of the video where I'm supposed to announce a giveaway and beg for likes, but I'll save you that shit and instead just say this. If you truly like the video, then leave a like, and if you don't, well, then I'll kill myself. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, I was your host MoodZi, and I'm signing out. Peace.